Hello everyone, welcome back. As part of Java intro question, today we're going to talk about something in Java 8. So I have a list of numbers. How I'm going to find the sum of the numbers? And we are not going to follow the traditional way. We're going to use the Java 8. There are multiple ways to do that. Maybe we can try one or two. Maybe let's try three different ways to find the sum. But for that we need the data first. So I'm going to create arrays list. Arrays.asList, and I'm gonna have some value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm gonna create a list. So we have a list of integers here. The next thing, the first approach number 1, we're gonna use the reduce method. So first thing, the reduce method is available in the streams, so integers. And the first thing we need to do, open the streams out of it, and then we're gonna use the reduce method. And reduce, we have three different flavors, and the one we are gonna use, the second one, it will take a starting value, and the first one, it will take the initial value and it will take the binary operator. So by the way how the binary operator it will work, it will takes two inputs, okay, and it will give the same type of data as a output. If it takes two integer, it will give you integer as a output. Right, so I'm gonna use the reduce here. The initial value is going to be a 0, and then the next one, binary operator, it's a functional interface, right? So we can simply provide using the lambda expression. First thing, provide the syntax here, and here the implementation. First, this bracket is for inputs. So what are the inputs? A comma B, and what I'm trying to perform here, A plus B. Whatever the data is coming, I'm gonna adding it to it. So every time the reduce, how it is going to work, it will take the value from the initially 0 and it will store it into A, and then it will take the other element from 1, and then it will be stored in the B. So 0 plus 1, 1, and then 1 will be stored in the A, and after every time the data will be received from the arrays, and then it will be assigned to the B. So we already have 1, so 1 plus 2, 3. Now 3 will be stored. Now again 3 will come. So similar way it will work for all the elements. So it is going to return some output, right, which is an integer. So I'm going to call them as a sum1. So we are not going to print the data because I want to perform all the different ways, and then we'll check whether all of them are giving the same outcome. Okay, so the next thing, here we used a stream, the reduce method. The next way what we're going to do is we're going to use the map to int method. So basically we have the integer, right? So I'm going to convert them into map to int because it's a integer array list. So what I'm going to do, so integers dot stream, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the map to int function. So map to int function, it takes a to int function. Again, it's going to be a functional interface. So here what is going to happen, you are going to provide some implementations here, right? So the map to int method will take one by one elements from the array list, and it will perform the sum operation using, because since it is a integer stream, it has some inbuilt method. So sum is one of them, and then but here we need to provide how we're going to retrieve the integer from the list. So the map to int method, it has to return a integer. So all you can do is you can use the method reference integer, and you can use the method reference to return a new. So this will give you an integer value which is received from this list, and then it will pass on to the sum method. So sum will do its own process, take all the elements and will take one by one and add it to the sum. So that is the second approach. So this is the approach number 2, and this is approach number 2, right? And then the third approach is going to be, so it is pretty much similar to our the second approach, or maybe second approach. So now what I'm gonna do is, let's call the integers here. So integers at dot, and here I'm gonna open the stream. Whatever you're gonna do with the collection, first thing which we need to do, open the stream out of it, and then we have some collect methods which is available in the collector. So we're gonna collect the data, and I'm not performing any operations here. I'm directly going for the collect data. But here what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the collectors. Collectors has its lot of methods. The method which you're gonna looking for, collectors dot, that is where we're going to talk about the summing int. So whatever the integer is, it's going to come here, it's gonna sum of all the integers value, and all we need to do is just return the integers here. So integer. So if you know lambda expression, you can implement lambda expression instead of the method reference. That is also fine. So now we have two different ways. Let's create a variable for that. So dot var. So it is going to be sum2 here, and again dot var. Dot var. So I can create a variable here, and it is going to be sum number 3. Okay, so now we tried 3 different ways, and all of them perform the same operation. So if you print out the data, everything has written the same data, which means all of them are performing in a correct way. So sys out, and this is going to be a sum1. Let's copy the same thing and let's create a 2 more lines. Control V, and this is going to be sum number 2, and this is going to be sum number 3. Sum number 2. So let's run it. It's time for find the outcome. See, in all the places it's returning 15, 15, 15. At some point of time, you might be thinking like there are certain things which you're not aware of it, because map to int and reduce methods and how the collected at summing int method is on it is working. So in order to understand that, you need to have the basic approach or basic understanding about Java 8. So if you're not aware of Java 8, I'll just provide the link in this description, so you can go back and see what is Java 8 and these methods, and then you can understand that.